Good morning. Woo. Good morning. Good morning in my Jay-Z voice. How's everybody doing? I'm a little excited this morning because my sister sent me a gift. Oh, yes, 17 pages. Oh, I forgot I have to be careful what I say. Well, let's just say it was a lot of information. And it ended up being the flight logs of Jeffrey. I'm going to say it. Why not? Yes, my sister sent me the flight logs from 1997 to 2006 for Jeffrey. So it's been some interesting reading. It's a lot of information. Maybe we can go to the Where in the World channel and I can show you guys, I don't know, later tonight, tomorrow. I've seen a few names that I recognize from the Black Book that we've had for some time, but it's so much information in there, a lot of information, and a lot of people whose names are not recognizable to me. So I have to do research and look up each one. But the 4 or 5 that I did look up, they were CEOs and top line executives who didn't ring a bell to me. I didn't know who they were. So definitely going to have to be some work put in to explain who some of these people are, what they do, how they're connected, and this kind of thing. But it definitely gave me a little bit of happiness for today. Yeah, I woke up this morning thinking about leftover things that I need to do this week because next week is the big week. I'm excited. I'm excited and scared at the same time, but God is good and I know He got me. I know He got me. Um, yeah, so I'm going to have a lot of time to do a lot of reading and research, and so, or at least in 2 weeks, I'll have more time in 2 weeks because the first week is going to be just getting acclimated. I've been doing cleaning and washing and rearranging and getting stuff where I can reach it and just preparing, just preparing. So, and I didn't want nothing this morning. I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know that we got flight logs to review. Yay! We'll get to them sooner or later. Oh my goodness. Um, have you guys seen? I got a list the other day. Um, it was a list of all of the meat plants and manufacturing plants that have blown up, burnt up, caught on fire, whatever. I know you guys saw where the train exploded in Ohio the other day. It was a derailment, and it was carrying some hazardous chemicals, and those chemicals are airborne. Now, I was lucky enough to get a hold to a little guy on Twitter who is some kind of a chemist, and he was explaining about the chemicals that were on the train, right? And the news was reporting about one particular chemical, but he went a little bit deeper into talk about another chemical that's tied with it and how it's very hazardous to our health, and that as soon as it hits any type of moisture or water, it's airborne. So the Ohio residents have something on their hands now to, you know, um, an emergency or a true disaster or emergency of sorts. So I'm praying for Ohio that everything works out with them because that where the train derailed, it was close to Pennsylvania. I think you said it was in Ohio, but close to Pennsylvania. So you got two states that are dealing with the chemical release from that explosion. Hmm. Yeah, so it's a lot going on, and I also saw this is just a wild live. I'm just everywhere, but I also saw where the farmers are saying that their chickens can't produce eggs. Now it's bad enough that they had rumors about the avian flu or something going around, this bird flu that was going around, infecting chickens. But to find out that chickens can't lay eggs, and then some of the farmers decided they would change their feed. And this one lady farmer said that she went and started giving her chickens goat feed. And once she started giving them goat feed, they were able to lay eggs. I mean, the lady had all of these chickens, and I think she went out there and got less than a dozen eggs out of their boxes. So it's a little unnerving with this whole egg situation. And the way it was explained to me is that eggs are very helpful to your immune system. They help to fight off certain things, and I have to keep this PG because they don't like this kind of teaching. But eggs are helpful with your immune system and to fight off uh, you know, different things, pathogens or whatever that could be in your system. Um, so yeah, eggs are important, and what's interesting is that everything and every place that's being attacked or being destroyed is a vital part of our living. Food, water. I hope people are paying attention. I hope people are paying attention. I hope they're keeping up with what's going on around us in real life, because it's a lot. And speaking of a lot, I want to speak about Rihanna for a moment. Now, me and my cousin had a little small debate about her performance at the Super Bowl, and I agree with several other vloggers. It was a flop. My cousin was so excited, and I really enjoyed it. I was thinking to myself, well, it don't take much for to make you happy if you enjoyed that, because the best part of the performance was the platforms that they were standing on, how they were going up and down and in designs. Well, that was the platforms. That wasn't Rihanna and them. Rihanna could barely move on that thing for fear of shaking it loose or shaking it down, and then had the nerve to be up there pregnant. So she didn't do dance moves like I expected her to do. She didn't perform, or even when she got on the ground, she didn't. It wasn't given. It wasn't given to me. It just wasn't. I think all of that extra was to make up for the fact that she was not physically capable in her pregnant state to do a lot of the dance moves and things. So they decided to go another route, a route that would be more pleasant to the eyes. Because if you're sitting in the stands and you have a view of the whole platform and how it's going up and down and it's rotating and it's moving, you can understand why those on the platform were limited as to what they could do. But even once the platforms lowered and they got down, it wasn't given to me. I mean, again, I guess she can blame it on being pregnant, because it's not a lot. We don't expect pregnant women to really perform or do a lot. So whatever. But I wasn't feeling that too much either. And I know y'all see all of this tea coming out about Beyonce and her family, and how, you know, Jay got her to lie about her age, and she's older than what she says she is. And yeah, it was crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. So, anywho's, I just wanted to come on here for a real quickie, and give y'all that. And maybe this weekend we can find some time to go through these flight logs. Maybe I'll be able to identify some people in specific. So listen, y'all have a good day, blessed day. And I will catch y'all on the flip side.